Hey, welcome back to Inside the Vandals. Tom Purvis here with you, and I'm joined now by Idaho Vandals head soccer coach Derek Pittman. Coach, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Well, Coach, fresh off a win over Montana, you guys 5-0 in conference now. How's it feel?
It feels fantastic. A lot different than where we were at this point last year. Just really happy with where the team is at, and obviously the progress we're making from week to week. And the girls are doing a great job and putting in tremendous effort in training, which is obviously showing up on the field when we play.
Of course, your goal is always to win every game, but at the start of the season and to now, to be 5-0 in conference play, has it gone any better than you hoped?
It's way better than we had hoped. I think our biggest goals going into the season were to make the conference tournament, and yesterday's win against Montana really helped secure our spot into the conference tournament. And so now it's just a matter of continuing to take it one game at a time, and focusing on our performances, focus on what we're doing on the defensive side of the ball, and then obviously being able to create chances to score goals and win games. So really happy with where we're at, and couldn't be more proud of our team and their buy-in and all their execution ultimately through each and every game.
What's been the biggest surprise so far for you guys in this 5-0 start?
Just the fact that we've been able to really shut teams down from a defensive standpoint. I think obviously Amanda Portner has done excellent for us as a freshman goalkeeper, but it's a credit to our entire team. Our back line has been fantastic. Amanda Peace, Kelly Dupke, as well as Maddie Moore, Josie Daggs. I mean, Josie Daggs was a forward last year for us that we've turned into a defender, and she's played the last 4 games pretty much 90 minutes every game and has done an absolute superb job. But even players like Alyssa Lloyd, Alexis Sloserick, Clara Gomez, even our forwards, the way that they're defending, the things that they're doing to help limit other teams' opportunities to score on us has been absolutely fantastic. And I think it's been the key to our success up to this point, because teams get frustrated and then they make mistakes, and ultimately we aim to punish them for it. And our team's done a great job of that.
The game yesterday against Montana, a Montana team that had just beaten Eastern Washington, who was also undefeated in that game. Scoreless at the half, then the second half, you guys score 3 goals. What was working in that second half?
Well, first of all, in the first half, our goal was to really frustrate Montana defensively and take the air out of the game, so to speak. We knew that they were going to be riding high off of their win against Eastern, and so we wanted to negate as much momentum from that as possible. And we did that, and so then in the second half, we really challenged our players, all right, let's go after them. And we felt like we would be able to catch them in a little bit of a lull right out of the gate to start the second half. And our players did that, score a great goal on a set piece from Alyssa Lloyd and Josie Daggs. But then again, Clara Gomez, a fantastic goal that she picked up in transition. We lost a little bit of focus there to give up give up the goal to Montana, but to stay focused and continue doing what we needed to do. Kavita scores another good goal just to give us that cushion. So we just wanted to make sure that our energy was high, and our execution was a little cleaner on the offensive side in the second half, and they were able to accomplish that.
You guys are unbeaten at home so far. How important is that? And even it sounds like this home field advantage. I mean, you know which direction the wind is going to blow.
We have a great facility in the sense of it's hard to play here in Moscow at times, and some of the teams that come in, we're very used to our field and the environment that we have there. The fan base and all the support that we get has been fantastic. It definitely plays to our advantage in the sense of protecting our home field. And that's something we haven't really talked a whole lot about with our team, but it's something that continues to grow with each and every game at home, that we want to make sure we put a good performance in for our fans and ultimately protect our home field, because that's so important in the conference. You have to get points in the standings at home, and then when you go on the road, obviously buckle in and make sure that you try to steal some points on the road. And for us to open up the way that we did in conference play on the road, getting 2 wins was huge, and then obviously have this 4-game homestand. We knew if we played it right and we did a good job, hopefully we could come out with maximum amount of points, and that's ultimately been the case.
5 conference games left for you guys. Is there a thought of, do you have to try and keep your team's feet on the floor? I mean, you guys could potentially host a Big Sky tournament. You could potentially go to the NCAA tournament. Is that something you have to think about in keeping them focused one game at a time?
I'm sure they're thinking about it, but we try to avoid discussing it. As a coach, we try to take it one game at a time. And, last year I thought our team somewhat got to this position where we started out conference in the first, 5 or 6 games, like 4-1-1, and we were kind of on the verge of making it, and then we had, obviously, we faded out in the end. And, we just talked to players, listen, let's just be real. This is where we're at. This is how we've gotten here. And let's just keep going into every game and performing that way. And then whatever happens, happens. We can't control what other teams do. All we can control is us. And so that's been a big focus of ours throughout the season, is each and every week we look at video. What did we do well? What did we not do well? Let's go out and work on those things. Let's go out and fix those things. And who's next? And we talk about that with our team. Hey, all right, great, you're 5-0. Who's next? And let's go 1-0 in the next game. Let's go win the next game and put in a good performance. And the players have had a really positive outlook and a really determined focus when it comes to accomplishing our goals this season.
Kavita Baton, 7 goals so far. She's 4th in the conference. What makes her so good?
Kavita's, she's an interesting player to defend. I think she's got tremendous speed. She's got very good quickness. She actually has very good skill, and in some regards, I think defenders are very, she can be very deceiving. She makes tremendous runs, getting off the shoulder of defenders, kind of fading into spaces that they don't always aren't aware of. And she's building a tremendous relationship with Kayla Watanabe and as well as Olivia Baggerly. Those front 3 for us and how they've been attacking this season has been great, because you can't focus on just one of them. And it's been even really positive to see players like Alyssa Lloyd and Clara Gomez out of our midfield get some goals as well, because now we're able to share the responsibility and the load. And Kavita's just been able to break loose, and she has the green light. She knows anytime she's in and around the goal, she has the freedom to shoot, and she's been very accurate this season.
You guys lead the conference in assists. You have Olivia Baggerly and Clara Gomez among the nation's leaders in assists. How important is that number to you, the assists for your team? What does it say?
Well, I think it shows that we share the ball. It's not a situation where, again, we have selfish players. We have players that are willing to help each other out. And Clara has been a tremendous addition to our midfield. She has great vision. She has great awareness of where to put the ball to be able to help her teammates have success. She serves some great set pieces that have been very dangerous for us as well. So we've been very positive in how she's done that and setting other players up. And we challenged her a little bit yesterday to not be afraid to shoot. And obviously when she does, she can score a goal. But Olivia Baggerly is the same way. She tends to look pass first. But she also has a great shot and has the ability to unload on goal when needed. And so it's just been great to have that balance. And I think that's what's been so helpful for our team, is that we defend well, but we have really a balanced attack and how we share the ball and how we get everybody else involved.
He's head soccer coach Derek Pittman. Coach, we're pulling for you. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much, and go Vandals.
Hey, that wraps it up for this week's edition of Inside the Vandals. Make sure to join us next week. We'll have Coach Petrino back on set to talk about the Vandals game against Troy and to look ahead, as the Vandals will have Louisiana Monroe for homecoming in the Dome. As always, make sure to like us on Facebook and give us a follow on Twitter, and we'll see you back here next week.